uh, Well, good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day. Well, almost a beautiful day in Florida. I thank you all for joining us today. There's several people still joining. I can see people being added right now as we speak. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming. My name is Peter Martin, also known as the Webdoc. Been in the marketing business pretty much my entire life. Started back in college. Very excited to be here to share with you some exciting information about vid calls and video chat and how it can help. But while we're waiting for a few more people to join us this morning, I'm going to just share a little video with you all that tells you a little bit more about how this product can really help you and your clients.
Welcome to Video Sales Chats, a brilliant new video technology connecting online shoppers face-to-face with your sales agents in seconds. As shoppers click the link, the first advisor greets the shopper with a smile and starts meeting. We call it visual engaged sales marketing. Your sales team will call it video chat. Vid calls is for any company that wants to improve customer interaction. We notify advisors on their computer or cell phone the shopper is standing by. Working in the office or remotely, video sales chat's a game changer.
It's live communication. I think it's excellent technology, and I think it makes all the sense in the world.
The reason why this is so powerful in the automotive industry is very simple. People do not want to go into a car dealership. Matter of fact, this Cox Automotive study showed that 21% of the people would like to buy their car completely online. One thing that has not changed, people do not want to talk to salespeople. So you're spending a lot of money marketing, driving people to your website, buying leads, and we all know if you try to reach these people, it's like pulling teeth. People simply don't want to talk on the phone. Amazon is already selling cars. The trend is moving very rapidly to online buying. But Zoom and vid calls are competing for the dealership business and your business or whatever type of company you have. The difference between Zoom and vid calls is very...
So a little bit of information to kind of get things going. But with that being said, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start the presentation. Got a lot of exciting information for you. So If at any time you've got some questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, and afterwards I will answer all your questions. So the topic today is how to sell more online. This presentation is tailored specifically for advertising agencies. Being an ad agency myself and working with ad agencies for my entire career, I feel there's a lot of information that we're going to be able to provide for you that I think you'll find beneficial for your clients. But there's been a $100 billion increase in e-commerce sales since the pandemic. And video has become a very important component of that. It makes it very easy for people to communicate and sell from the comfort of their home. And like you heard on that video briefly was, end of the day, people do not want to talk on the phone. Everybody is looking at their phone when they get a call. They take a quick look. Okay, who's calling me? Oh, okay, unknown number, whatever. And they're sending it to voicemail. Or they're just blocking it. And there's been a huge rise in spam calls, which has also added to this problem because people are just tired of spam calls. Well, Zoom, as we know, has changed the way companies meet. Zoom has developed a great product. I personally use it for some of the stuff that I do, but Zoom is a great company for B2B. Well, video calls has changed the way businesses communicate. And it's been a huge improvement because you can have meetings, you can have teleconferencing, you can do all of these things from a corporate level. People can now work remotely, you can have meetings with your entire staff. It saves time and money. So it's a great product, but it is a B2B product. Vid calls, which I'm going to introduce you to very shortly, is a consumer to business platform. And that's important because we're in the advertising business. We're ad agencies. Our goal is to help our clients reach consumers and sell a product or service. So we're reaching out to them, but the goal is to help it make it easier for the consumers to contact the business. Because when we have that connection, we have success. And that's what vid calls brings to the table. This is a great opportunity for you as the agency because now you're going to do something special for your client. And we all know how good that feels. You're going to bring them the newest, greatest idea, the latest innovation. And what that's going to do for your client is it's going to help them, number one, increase sales. We're seeing that in automotive. We literally have car dealers in our on the program that are actually selling cars without the customer setting foot into the showroom. They basically take care of the whole transaction online through a video call, and they show up, sign their paperwork, and drive home in a new car. It's amazing to see what's happening. The other piece is customer satisfaction. Like we talked about earlier, people don't like talking on the phone, but if you have a customer who's unhappy and you have an opportunity to get face-to-face with them, you can build some trust and you can help, improve that situation, fix whatever problem there is, and prevent them from leaving bad reviews because you're dealing with them and they're able to see you, and that face-to-face interaction is very beneficial and very powerful. The future of online shopping is here, and we call it vid calls. We lovingly refer to this little button here as the Vicky button, because that is the button that is the key to everything. Unlike other platforms like Zoom, where you have to send an invitation out, they've got to receive it. And we all know how hard that is with spam filters today. I mean, half the time I send out a video link, it ends up in someone's spam box and they got to find it and search for it, and delays everything. With this, because this is a consumer to business process, you're literally putting this little icon anywhere on your website, your digital marketing, and it literally makes shopping easy because the consumers don't have to go through all of these hoops to connect with you. They simply click on a link. When you have them connected, now your salespeople can provide information. And the thing that the consumers tell us they love the most about this is they do it from the comfort of their own home. Video chat is also done in real time. So while that person is on your website looking at your product or reading an email marketing message you sent out to them, or they were on one of their social media channels, or they're watching a YouTube video and all of a sudden they see an opportunity to chat, they can literally click on that link and within seconds, they're communicating with somebody at your company and answering any questions they have. The biggest thing that video calls does for your clients is it helps build relationships and trust. So that is one of the biggest selling features, because you've made it easy for them to communicate and you've given them the information that they want without them having to come into your store, which we know a lot of times they don't want to do. One of the things that I love personally, and you see some in my signature line, is you can integrate this Vicky button, the button we're talking about, into your signature line. So a lot of times I will be communicating with somebody and I want to do a video call. I can literally say, hey, remember that email I just sent you? Open that email up. Okay, hey Bob, do me a favor. See the button underneath my name? Go ahead and click on that. And boom, within seconds, we're now on a video call and I can share my screen, I can answer their questions, but more importantly, we're having that one-to-one real communication. It's extremely powerful when you're looking at it from a marketing standpoint, especially when you're doing outbound email marketing to clients where you're answering questions for them. That's one of the reasons why in the auto industry they're having such great success, because as you know, a lot of the car buying is done via email. So show you a little video that really will illustrate how easy this all works. So let me just pull it up real quick. And here we go.
Place the video chat icon on websites, digital ads, emails, or texts directing shoppers to click now to connect for information and potential purchases on instant video chats with advisors. As shoppers click the link, we notify advisors on their computer or cell phone the shopper is standing by. The first advisor to respond greets the shopper with a smile and starts meeting. We call it visual engaged sales marketing.
Pretty powerful. So that's how easy this program is. It's literally that simple. So back. Hang with me one second, folks. I'm just, there we go. Okay. So the process is very simple. As you can see with the video, it's very easy to use. And what we're finding is consumers love it. It's easy. And someone asked me the other day, does it work? Well, here's a testimonial from one of our clients, Spice Forge. Our customers and staff love video calls. We've sold cars and set over 15 appointments so far for the store. It works. They're selling cars. Give you a testimonial from somebody that you probably can relate to better. Joel Benson, the president of VentNet USA. Vid calls started during the pandemic when the agents of our clients, and their clients included Humana Healthcare and Aetna, were not allowed in the homes of senior citizens because of the COVID. So they developed this video vid calls product specifically for them, and it worked phenomenally well, you know, and they were able to sell and work for their clients and take care of all the needs without ever having to set foot in someone's house. Video calls has great benefits for your clients. One of the key benefits is you have the ability to record the video. So you can record the conversations, you can go back and do performance checks. You can tag the information after the customer makes the call, so you have some information for further identification. But from what I like from a marketing standpoint is it provides comprehensive reports. So as you're working with your clients every month, you can say, hey, look, we did this type of marketing. We generated these many calls coming on call tracking numbers. We had these many appointments set through the lead capture forms. And we had this many people contact us through a video call. And they can look at that and they can see how well it's working. It just gives you one other tool in your toolbox to help your clients be more successful. At this point, I want to open up some questions. I've got several people that have been submitting questions as we go along. Let me take a second to look through them real quick. Okay. Can you private label this? Yes, you can white label this. Well, white labeling. So if you wanted to take this and white label it, we are open to doing that. We're doing that for several agencies. My suggestion is contact me. I'll put my contact information up at the end, and I'll put you in touch with the people at the VidCalls to actually handle that and get that set up for you. Next question. What is the price? Okay, that's always a good question. I thought that would be a little bit later, but that's right off the top. The price is very simple. It's $300 per month and $35 a seat. We do it based on seats. So if you're only going to have 3 or 4 people, it's going to be $35 per person. If you're going to have more, and they do have, if you're going to do a large enterprise level, They do special pricing for, large groups, like they have auto dealers where have sometimes 10 or 15. So there is some special pricing. Simply contact me. VidCalls is very open to different opportunities, and we'll look at a lot of different opportunities for you there. Here's another question. Give me a second. I'm looking at it. Great question. What happens if someone calls and no one is available? That's a great question. What happens is if someone is not available to answer the call, a message will come up. And what happens is there's a data capture form where they can basically fill that out and it becomes a lead. I will tell you that I am aware that one of our clients, one of our first car dealers, had that happen. The person filled out the form, they called that person back, and they ended up selling that person a car, which actually was the first car that actually we sold through the VidCall system. So it does work extremely well. You get that as a lead. I got another question here for us. How is it I'm not understanding this question. Give me a second here. Okay, the question is, what happens if you have multiple people when someone calls? That's another good question. Basically, what happens with VidCalls is the technology is set up like this. If someone makes a request for a video call, they're on your website, they press the button. What happens is, if you have 5 salespeople, all 5 of those salespeople are set up on the system. So all 5 of them are notified at the same time. Whoever is the first to respond gets that customer, gets that lead, and has that opportunity to sell the product to that person. So we don't use a round robin system or anything like that. It's just basically, we notify everybody who's on the platform for that company. So we get the best opportunity, because let's face it, depending on what you're doing, especially in the car business, you may be in the middle of selling a car. You can't answer that vid call, but there's always going to be somebody available to answer the vid call. And we've got one more question here. What happens after hours? I think I kind of addressed that. When you're not open, we can set up, so currently we're not available to take the calls. There's a lot of customization to be done with it, but it becomes a lead capture for you there. Okay, and I think I've got one more question here. Do we have agencies currently selling this? Yes. And if you want to contact me, I'd be more than happy to put you in touch with some of the agencies. They're having some very good success. You can get some references from them. I can tell you from my experience, this has been a very easy product to sell. We have got a special program going right now with one of the major car manufacturers where they're testing the product with a lot of their dealers. So it is growing very quickly, and it's really growing because the simplicity of how it works. And for you as an advertising executive, where you're working with your clients, you're helping them be more successful, this is just one more way that you could help connect the consumer to your customer and end up helping them sell more products and services. And I'm going to give you my contact information. Ian is actually the director of operations. Feel free to contact him directly if you like as well, or just contact me. There's my contact information. I'm going to leave it up on the screen. But what I would recommend, if you want, is go to our webpage, vidcalls.com, and click on the icon and experience what your consumers or your clients would experience if they had this system set up. So I highly recommend you. Now, granted, right now, this goes right to me, so I may be getting some calls. So if I don't answer right away, I do apologize, because it's just me. But if you want to try it, give it a try. Love to show you how it works. Feel free to contact me. You've got my, a lot of you are connected with me on LinkedIn, or call me, or send me an email. But we're very excited that you took the time to join us today. This is a powerful product that can really help you better serve your dealers or your clients in any industry. And we love the opportunity to work with you. Have a great day and a super weekend. And thanks again for all your time today.